Mr. Speaker.
And were you actually paid your full salary while at home?
Indeed, we were paid.
For the entire period?
For the entire period.
Do you have evidence to the effect that you continued being paid salaries while you are not working?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Where are the copies for ease of reference again? Where are they being established? Found in this?
Volume 2, page 35.
Volume 2, pages 35.
To pages number?
Let
me correct it, please, Mr. Speaker. Volume 2, page 33. To pages 33, beginning from page 33 to page 41.
To pages 41.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
And to this 1 year after, to this extent today, have you ever known the reason as to why you were sent on compulsory leave by the governor and the county secretary?
It has never been communicated to any one of us the reason for compulsory leave, Mr.
None of you has ever known why you were sent on compulsory leave?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
And you said that only 14 days ago, the governor complied with the court order and reinstated you back to your office alongside the acting CEOs. That was your evidence?
It is true.
What, in your opinion, why do you think the governor was able to comply with a court order a year after the initial order was granted?
Mr. Speaker, the governor may have complied basically because she had been found to be in contempt of court and her punishment was about to happen. And the next thing...
Therefore, it's your evidence that she was fearing the looming punishment by the court?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
The next thing was?
The next thing was there was an impeding motion of impeachment a day to the day we were escorted back to office. And it was a ground.
Now, according to you, again, your opinion, who do you think is to blame for you being illegally sent on compulsory leave?
I would lay the blame on the governor herself.
Why do you say so? What is the foundation of your opinion?
Because the letters from the county secretary must have been, the county secretary indicated there were instructions from the governor.
Indicated that those who are acting on the instructions of the governor?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Has the governor to date revoked the appointment of the persons meant to replace you?
No, Mr. Speaker.
Are they in the office?
They handed over and then they were given other mandate again, Mr. Speaker. But their letters which appointed them to that office have not been revoked.
Their letters have not been revoked. Are they within the establishment for the last 2 weeks that you've been in the office?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Now, the governor argues that he was ordered by the court to pay you salary. What's your opinion on that? What is your take on that?
I don't agree with that, Mr. Speaker.
Why don't you agree?
It is because the issue of payment of our salaries where we are not working is in the compulsory leave letter which originated from the governor's office.
Did that court order in particular address the question of payment of salaries?
The court order addressed reinstatement, yes, and the revocation of appointment letters of those officers who are in...
And revocation of the letters?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
I want to pen over that point. I will subject the witness, Honorable Speaker, to cross-examination.
Counsel for the Governor.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Sir, it is my singular pleasure to take on this witness in cross-examination. My name is Elisha Ongoya. Allow me to start from where the witness has ended. Mr. Arimi Paul Mwaki.
Yes.
Is it your testimony before these distinguished senators that the court did not order that you be paid salaries?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you so much. May I have the witness's attention drawn to the index of annexures to the governor's response, in particular at page 402.
Council, refer to those bundles in terms of volumes for ease of reference.
You know, my apologies, Mr. Speaker. The governor just filed 3 documents, one called a response and one called index of annexures to the response. Then we have the transcript of videos. So just 3 documents.
Very well.
The biggest document in blue, the biggest volume in blue, page 402. Mr. Paul Mwaki, are we there?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I'm there.
Please confirm for these senators that that is a court order.
I can confirm, Mr. Speaker.
Page 402. The biggest blue volume, yes, at page 402. Thank you. Please confirm to these honorable senators that what you are seeing there is a court order.
I'm seeing a court order, Mr. Speaker.
The second petitioner or the second applicant stroke claimant in that order is Paul Mwaki Arimi. True or not true?
True, Mr. Speaker.
And that Paul Mwaki Arimi is you, the Assembly's witness number 1 before this Senate.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Let us turn over to the second page, no, the next page, page 403 of that document. Confirm for the record that this is a continuation of that court order that began at page 402.
Confirmed, Mr. Speaker.
Please confirm, and I read, Order 6 reads as follows, that finally, Dr. Atheru is directed to file sufficient evidence in court within 7 days to show that all the petitioner's salary have been paid from May 2022 to date.
Confirmed.
Please confirm that what it says.
Confirmed.
Are you among the petitioners who are being ordered, for whom that order is being made?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
And that order relates to salary.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
And Dr. Atheru has to confirm to court he has paid your salary.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
It is this salary that you are telling these senators was not paid pursuant to a court order.
I did not indicate salary was not paid, Mr. Speaker.
It is the one you said the payment was not pursuant to a court order. It was pursuant to the compulsory leave letter. You remember that indication?
I will not agree with that because there are 2 court orders. The court
I
order.
didn't talk about how many court orders. I've just said I am looking at a court order referring to a salary.
Yes.
Are we communicating?
Yes, I agree.
But you have also told these distinguished senators that your salary was not paid pursuant to a court order. It was paid pursuant to the letter sending you on compulsory leave. Do you remember saying that?
I don't remember saying that.
You don't remember?
This one-
I'm happy with that.
this
The record will bear me out. The record.
Excuse me, Mr. Speaker.
My apologies. I've finished my question.
Excuse me, Mr. Speaker, I want to...
I have finished my question. I'm going to the next. Kindly save my time. We have only 4 hours. Finish with your case.
Okay.
Allow me to pick the second limb of argument. And Your Honor, may I request that the video in support of count number 5 that was played here be played.
Sasa mtoiti wewe ndio tunafurusha. Hata koti ikisema urundi kwa ile ofisi. Mtoiti sisi tunashikana na hawa maasra tunakutoa pale.
Just stop there, kindly.
Mtoiti hautakaribia ile ofisi na pia mbele.
Sorry, I wanted the clip to remain visible so that the witness can identify something in the clip. Okay, my apologies. Pause the video. Sorry, my apologies. I may have slipped the tongue. Did I? Kindly play and pause.
Council, I hope you're not assuming I'm in that video.
My apologies, Mr. Speaker. It was a complete slip of the tongue. I couldn't even remember saying it. My deepest apologies. Sadly, Mr. Speaker, I don't even know who is playing, so I can't even look at whoever is playing. I'm just seeing the screen. May I have the video replayed?
Sasa mtuiti wewe ndio tunafurusha.
Thank you. Mr. Witness, who is that person standing behind the person speaking?
Mr. Speaker, that is the face of the Deputy Governor, County Government of Meru.
That is the Deputy Governor, County Government of Meru, behind the person speaking. True or not true?
True.
This video was played, and I may urge it to be replayed. Have you seen the governor in that video?
I've not seen the governor there.
Sasa mtuiti wewe ndio tunafurusha. Hata koti ikisema urudi kwa ile ofisi, mtuiti sisi tunashikana na hawa maasra, tunakutoa pale. Mtuiti hautakaribia ile ofisi, na pia Mberia aambiwa kwamba hiyo ofisi ya MEWAS hata ikaribia.
Okay. You spoke when your microphone was off. I want the record to capture you, so I'll ask the question again.
Yes, please.
Have you seen the governor in that clip from beginning to end?
Up to where the clip is, I have not seen the governor.
This clip was presented here by your team, so we don't know whether there's a further continuation of that clip. Are you suggesting it continues beyond where it has reached?
It can continue, Mr. Speaker. I'm suggesting you can continue.
Let me get a precise answer to my question. Have you seen the governor in the whole of that clip?
I said no.
Your case before this Senate is that the governor should be held responsible for the utterances of that gentleman speaking.
Exactly, Mr. Speaker.
I'm happy and I understand what your case is. I want you to look at your volume 1, the Assembly's documents, volume 1, at page 7.
Yes, I'm there.
Confirm for the record that it says, page 7, volume 1. Page 7 of volume 1 of the County Assembly's document. That page 7 starts with a paragraph numbered C.
Yes, I can see it.
Thank you. The grievance in that paragraph is paying full salary and benefits for more than a year to Dr. Ntoiti, Paul Mwaki, Kenneth Kimathi Mbae. My question to you is this the same salary we have seen in the order of court at page 403 of the governor's document?
It's the same salary?
It's the same salary, thank you. Are you complaining for having been paid this salary?
Yes, I'm complaining, Mr. Speaker.
For having been paid this salary?
For having paid the salary without offering the services to the taxpayers from Meru.
Order, senators. Order, senators. I order, honorable senators. Sergeant at Arms, kindly go up there and tell the members of public the only thing we need from them are their ears and their eyes, nothing more.
May I proceed, Mr. Speaker, sir? May I proceed, Mr. Speaker?
Yes, Counsel, you may proceed.
Thank you so much. When were you paid this salary? When did you see it in your account?
At the end of the month is where normally salaries get into our accounts.
Just want the record to be clear when, say end of September, end of October, so that the record is clear.
As per attached pay slips, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, may I kindly get the witness to answer my question so that I make progress? When were you paid this salary? Which month? Which end of which month?
At the end of every month from the time we were sent on compulsory leave. But
When,
not on the
when did this payment, when this cash land in your account? When did you see this money in your account that you have been paid?
It's not on regular dates because it's paid on monthly basis. It's not paid on lump sum.
When were you first paid this salary? When was the first time?
Immediately we were sent home, we received the salary. That is in end of September 2022.
Have you made any efforts to return this money to the county government since you are aggrieved by the payment?
I'm not supposed to do so, Mr. Speaker.
I've asked, have you made any effort to return this money to the county government?
I haven't.
You haven't. Let me clarify something for this information, for the record of this senator. It is true that Mr. Maranya, advocate appearing before you here today, is your advocate in that court case. True or not true?
True, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. That matter came up in court today. True or not true?
I'm not sure, Mr. Speaker, but it was supposed to come up today for...
That matter was supposed to come up today in court at Meru.
But I'm not sure whether it came up or not.
I'm asking, it was supposed to come up today
It was.
at the Employment and Labor Relations Court in Meru. True or not true?
True.
Has your advocate briefed you on whether or not, as a matter of fact, it came up?
No, Mr. Speaker.
Very well. We can live with that. When were you sent on compulsory leave?
I was sent on compulsory leave together with two others on 6th of September in the year 2022.
6 September 2022. When did the court give the conservatory order in petition number 1 of 2022 at Meru?
Conservatory orders were issued on 7th of October 2022.
Was that before or after the governor's first impeachment proceedings or removal proceedings for this house?
It was before the first impeachment motion was tabled.
This was before the first impeachment proceedings for this house.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Did you make this grievance part of that impeachment process?
It didn't come to this place, Mr. Speaker, so we didn't make it part of it.
I didn't understand your answer. You did suggest that that didn't come to Senate?
We didn't make it part of the grounds for impeachment.
You didn't make that grievance part of the first impeachment?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
It is that ground that arose well before the first impeachment that is being made the part of this impeachment?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Allow me to briefly take you to page 336 to 339
Volume.
of volume 2 of the County Assembly's documents,
Pages 3.
36 to 339.
Yes, I'm there.
Is that letter authored by the governor?
The letter is ordered by the...
No, just answer my question. Is it authored by the governor?
No.
Is it copied to the governor?
No.
Let's look at a document at page 337. Is that letter authored by the governor?
It's not ordered by the governor.
I'm going with the same volume, volume 2 of the County Assembly's documents, volume 2 of the County Assembly's documents. May I describe it as the big green volume? So we are now looking at page 337.
Yes.
And I'll repeat the question for the benefit of the distinguished members who hadn't seen the document. Is that letter authored by the governor?
No.
Is it copied to the governor?
No, Mr. Speaker.
Let's look at page 338. 9. Following. Is that letter authored by the governor? My apologies. Thank you so much, Senators. 338. My apologies. 338.
No, Mr. Speaker.
Is it copied to the governor?
No.
You have said, correct me if I got you wrong, that the author of this letter said that he was acting on the instructions of the governor. Did I get you right?
You got me right.
The body of that letter has only 3 sentences. At page 336. The body of the letter, page 336, has only 3 sentences.
Yes.
Which of the 3 sentences, you can use first, second, or third, which of the 3 sentences says that the author says he was acting on the instructions of the governor?
None.
None. If I got you right, the evidence of the compulsory leave letters is to be found at pages 336 to which page?
Page 338.
To 338.
Yes.
Which of those letters is addressed to you?
The one addressed to me is not attached here, Mr. Speaker, but this is a sample because all the letters add the same information except our names only.
To save time, are you saying that of all the letters presented to this Senate to support that point, none is addressed to you, the witness on the stand?
The samples here, none
Is that what you're saying? Am I saying the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. When you are employed in the county government of Meru, was your employment letter under the hand of the governor?
The governor gazetted me, Mr. Speaker.
The governor?
Gazetted.
Was the gazette notice under the hand of the governor?
Of course, it is the governor who gazettes.
I've asked you a simple question, not what of course it is. I'm asking what in fact it was. Are we communicating?
Yes.
Was the gazette notice under the hand of the governor?
I just know there was a gazette notice. I don't know who said.
Mr. Speaker, my question is not ambiguous. I would rather the witness is ordered to answer my question.
Yes, it is the governor.
Have you presented that gazette notice anywhere in the documents you have given this Senate?
No, Mr. Speaker.
Does the governor prepare the payroll for your payment to your knowledge?
No, Mr. Speaker.
Let me just get this right. It is that person who is not responsible for your name on the payroll. It is that person who didn't author these letters at page 336 to 338. It is that person who was not copied in these letters from page 336 to 338. It is that person who didn't speak in that meeting you have just showed us on that clip that you want this Senate to impeach. Am I getting your case right?
Correct.
Thank you. Allow me to refer you to yet another document, which is the ruling of the Employment and Labor Relations Court in Meru. And for ease of time, I want us to go to page 436 of volume 2 of the County Assembly's documents, page 436. Please confirm, my apologies.
A moment. Yes, I'm on page 436.
Just for the record, I want you to confirm that that is a part of the ruling of the Employment and Labor Relations Court at Meru.
I confirm.
I want us to read paragraph 34 so that you confirm whether I'm reading it correctly, just for the sake of the Hansard of this House. In view of the matters and findings made herein above, it is clear that all the three thresholds for contempt of court have been proved by evidence and to the required standard. Consequently, I must cite the respondents for contempt for disobeying the order issued by Marete J. on 7th October 2022. Confirm that after that, the order says the County Secretary, Mr. Rufus Miriti, is the head of the County Public Service and is the one who wrote the impugned compulsory leave letters. Therefore, he was the proper person to ensure that the court orders were complied with by ensuring that the applicants are allowed back to their offices and all their salaries were duly paid. Am I reading it correctly?
Correctly.
For completeness of record, confirm that the court is also referring to that your salaries be fully paid.
Reinstated and fully paid.
Yes, the court ruling is talking about to ensure that your salaries are duly paid.
Confirm.
Thank you. And therefore, it is not correct to say that your salaries were not paid pursuant to a court order. It is not correct.
It is not correct what you're saying.
Yes, if I said that your salaries were not paid pursuant to a court order, I will not be speaking the truth.
You would be lying.
I'll be lying. And therefore, when you told this Senate that your salaries were not paid pursuant to a court order, you equally were lying.
I am not lying.
The court order at paragraph 34, the court ruling at paragraph 34 identifies by name and office the person who was responsible or the proper person to ensure that those court orders were complied with. Does it?
Yes, it identifies.
Whose name is it?
The name is the person and the office, County Secretary Rufus.
Now, I want you to give me the name.
Rufus Miriti.
Rufus Miriti. The office is?
County Secretary.
County Secretary. That person is not facing impeachment before this Senate, is he?
Exactly.
Is that person facing impeachment in the Senate?
No.
Whom did the court summon to attend court and purge the contempt?
The court invited the County Secretary.
By name?
Dr. Kiambi Atheru.
Dr. Kiambi?
Atheru.
Deru. Is that person before this Senate facing impeachment?
Not.
Let's go to page 438 of volume 2 of the County Assembly's documents. Page 438 in particular, paragraph 37B.
I'm there.
Is that the paragraph summoning Rufus Miriti or his successor in title?
Yes.
That title would be the title of County Secretary. True or not true?
True.
Is any of those people, either Rufus Miriti or his successor, before this Senate for impeachment?
No.
Did I hear you to say that the governor appeared in court?
You did. I didn't say that.
You didn't say that. I'm happy. I just want clarification. So if you didn't say that, I'm happy with it. Did I hear you to say that you got audience with the governor over your compulsory leave matter?
Yes, through the county secretary, I said.
You got audience with the governor?
Through the county secretary.
I want to get this right. The county has an officer called county governor.
Yes.
True or not true?
Yes, we did.
The county has another officer called county secretary. True or not true?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
I'm asking the first officer, county governor. Did I hear you to say you got audience with that person?
We sought audience through the county secretary.
Did you get it?
We didn't get
You didn't
the
get
audience
it.
of the governor directly.
So you never spoke to the governor over this matter directly.
Instead, we spoke to the county secretary.
So you never spoke directly to the county governor over this matter.
Yes.
In the course of the proceedings in Meru Employment and Labor Relations Court petition number 1 of 2022, you once filed an application to have Mr. Murega Baichu made a party to those proceedings. Do you remember that?
Yes, we did.
You filed to have Mr. Murega Baichu made a party because you believed he must be held personally responsible for his own actions, or what?
Yes.
Before this Senate, you believe the governor is now the one to be held responsible for the words of Mr. Murega Baichu.
Yes, I believe.
I'm happy with that, and that is all in my cross-examination of this witness.